Hey everybody, I'm drinking a Lavender Haze, Lavender Lemonade Haze, basically. It's sort of it's a drink. Okay, here we go. This is the one I prepared earlier today. Has a mock lavender stem, which is in fact a rosemary stem. And there's some cherries on the end, and dang, those are good. And then I have pink lemonade. I thought I picked up the lavender lemonade, but I picked up pink lemonade and some lavender syrup. And then I was using Empress gin, but that was for my demo glass earlier today, and I drank that. So I ran out, and so now I have Hendrick's Midsummer Solstice, which is in a beautiful lavender bottle. Oh my God, we're gonna have to turn on the fan because this cocktail is gonna give me a hot flash.
Like a purple towel and a lavender towel.
Lavender towel. Will you sit on the fan? Menopause causes hot flashes, and alcohol triggers hormone flash peaks, which cause more hot flashes. And it's summertime, and so all over the place there's gonna be hot flashes. You came for realness? Here it is. I have so many things to put in this ball, y'all, and I don't know what will fit, but we're just going to try to put as many things in as possible. Let's hope it's not a comedy of errors, but it may be, because I'm putting all kinds of very awkward shaped items inside this Lavender Haze ball. First, I want to eat a little cookie because they're staring me in the face, and I made lavender shortbread cookies, and this is one of the things that I was thinking I could show you guys the recipe for how to make some lavender shortbread cookies. We have lavender sachet. This is just plain lavender flowers. I did not grow these. I did not pick these. I bought these in this little sachet pouch when we went to Hambly Farms, which is a lavender farm up in Paso Robles. And I also got a beautiful little lavender lip balm. That's going to go inside. We got salt here. This is a little container of salt. And I added the culinary lavender to the salt. So it does not have exactly what it says on this package, which just says salt. I added lavender here, but that's going inside as well. And then I have two little lavender fishies, goldfishies. This is a little homage to the Lavender Haze video. And they were orange, and I just painted them with nail polish and put some mica powders on them. But there's two little cute little lavender fishies. And then I have some beautiful fly clips for the hair. Those can go in. And then here I have some sugar cubes in lavender packaging. They're literally just sugar cubes, but I got these in France, and they're by the company Daddy. Okay, I just did that. I'm so sorry. And then I have two friendship bracelets. This one is the my happy bracelet. It is not a beautiful bracelet. It is a pun bracelet. It says, hey, because it's a bunch of lavender haze. Thank you, Ryan, for giving me the idea for the pun. And then there's just this little rubber lavender bead bracelet. And then I have a couple of lavender tea bags, which these tea bags were gigantic, y'all. The packaging for them is huge. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get them inside the ball in that large format, so I folded them and taped them. We're going to put those in there as well. And then I also have these lavender honey spoons for making your drinks. If this isn't already enough, this giant thing, this is a garland of LED lights, and I made paper flowers in a lavender color, which was a whole process and just was so much freaking fun for me to make. Let's start with, let's see, this one is very soft and malleable. Let's start with that one. It will be very puffy, fluffy, sort of fluffy. I'm going to start by holding this thing here into a general shape of a ball. And the same thing as I did last time, I have the crepe paper rolling towards me up on the top so that as it unrolls, it continues to roll backwards that way. And I'm going to start by just loosely, very loosely, wrapping this. I'm going to actually double this up so that it's not just one super long thing. But now that I have it doubled, I'm going to use the crepe paper, and I'm going to sort of feed this garland along with the crepe paper. So let's see if I can do that. So here we go. And as I come around to these flowers, the way that I glued them on here, they're pretty sturdy on here, and I'm not worried about them falling off, but I do think I should be aware of how I face them on the ball here. So I'm going to try to get them to lie as flat as possible while I do this. Every time I wrap the flowers, I'm trying to cover them with crepe paper. This is going to give us a very large Easter egg ball, surprise ball. Okay, you guys, this is the same size as a lot of the other balls were at the very end. So We did it. Done. Check. What we do, what I like to do, you don't have to make it neat, but we're going to try to make this a little neat wherever we can. So I have clipped off this paper at a nice flat, and this one was torn, so I'm going to cut it, make it flat. And both of these are the less crinkly, so I don't have to stretch them out before I put a little bit of glue. But whenever we put the glue, we want just the smallest little bit, because I only want this piece to stick to there. I don't want it to then stick to the rest of the ball when it's being unwrapped. So just, you do, however, want enough glue so that it sticks. I'm going to start putting other things in. And we're going to start with some other bumpy things. And this one is pretty large, so I think I'm going to put that one here. Do you guys like this song? I love the song Lavender Haze, to be quite honest. It's very nice. I was listening to it a lot today, and it's been a while since I listened to that song on repeat, which I have done in the past, but I listened to it a lot today, so it is just going over and over in my mind. So, a little bit of glue, I'm switching colors again, and one of the mistakes I made early on was to really try to stretch this paper while I was rolling the ball, and that ended up being not such a great idea, because first of all, if you're rolling a whole ball like that, it can really make your hands cramp up, and there's no reason to do that. Plus, you snap a lot of paper, and it becomes really tight, and you don't have enough loose give to pack in other odd-shaped items. So just keep it nice and loose while you're starting. And I want to make sure I get this sugar cube really locked in there. And then there's another divot right here. So I've done that. Now I'm going to put these little fishies. I'm going to switch colors, actually, because I've had enough of this green. I'm going to put this there. And because I've used a little extra glue, I'm going to do my little fold trick so that when they unwrap it, it won't just stick to the ball. It'll stick to the streamer and continue in a stream. I think I'm going to put the barrettes in because they are large and flat. And this would be a good spot for that because there's a weird spot right here, a weird strange gap that this will fit. Do what's bringing you joy, okay? Okay, I still have some more gaps here. And the biggest things I have are these fish. So I'm going to put the fish in these gaps right here. But I'm going to keep them together because the magnets are doing that anyway. I'm just going to put those right there like that. They're just so cute, you guys. I'm going to stick this one around. So the thing is, I have this really weird shape, right? It's not a ball. So while I'm doing this, I'm sort of trying to strategically think, where can I put things to fill in and make it more round? I was going to wrap this around, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is take this little bracelet and spiral it up, and like a dragony dragon. It looks more like a worm because of these beads. It looks sort of like a purple earthworm. And I'm going to put it right there because that is actually a big enough spot to support that. But now I have to hold it so that it stays there. Stay. It stayed. It did it. Okay, but I am going to use this dark navy blue as a contrast. Not even navy blue. What is this? Midnight blue. This is midnight blue. I love it so much. It looks so pretty next to this purple. Lighter purple. Okay, the ball is getting large and a little unruly. I'm having to be more careful how I hold it. And I really am stretching this paper because it's more of the fancy paper and it does have a lot more stretch to it. Okay, but I definitely want to have 2 tea bags in here because Taylor represents nothing to me and she doesn't represent friendship. So if you're going to drink your tea, you should have a friend over and drink your tea together. So, okay, this paper is so much nicer. Get a nice tight wrap on it. And now it feels like it's coming together. Trusted the process. It's working. This ball is huge. It's bigger than a softball. I'm going to need another couple rolls or streamers. I've done this so many times. Made a million of these. But I always feel a sense of accomplishment when I get everything that I wanted to get in there. I haven't really switched colors until the previous one was completely covered, but you don't have to do that. But I do recommend for the final layer that you do that. What I want is 2 wider and 2 narrower. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my wider strips. This is actually too wide. I only want this to be about the width of my thumb for the widest one, and about half that width for the narrower one. So we're going to call that the width of my thumb, like a 1/2 inch wide. And if I cut this right there, I've got 2 about equal sized strips. And I want to have this other color, about that same width. So I'm just going to cut this one directly in half. It doesn't have to be exact. But I just know that whatever size this is, the next one that I put on top just needs to be about half that width. So let's see. I'm going to start with this lighter color. And I'm going to find what naturally is the part that wants to go to the bottom first. And I'm going to make my design, my stripes go from the top to the bottom. This is just my preferred decorating technique. You can make these stripes go any direction you want to. They do not have to go top to bottom like a beach ball. Aesthetically, it's just what my mind wants to do. So that's what I'm doing. I've seen them go in all different directions. Having lots of different contrasting colors, not contrasting, but lots of different colors just makes it more fun, in my opinion. I have to cut this. I thought it would tear, but it does not. going to go ahead and wrap this a little bit around the stem. I'm going to try to make a bow. I think that's what I should do. So to make a bow, there's a lot of different ways to make a bow. With paper, it's kind of weird. So I'm just going to like that and flatten it out. And that will be the sides. So I'll glue those together, all three pieces, like that. And then I'm going to put, sort of gather it together and pinch it a little bit. And I'm going to wrap this piece around it and underneath. And the glue that I had on it already is making that sort of stick. As I know so. All right, you guys, we did it. That was a lot of fiddly stuff. We did it. Yay. You guys, the Lavender Haze ball. That was fun. I'm actually really impressed with myself that I got everything in there. Thank you guys for hanging out and doing this with me. If anybody wants to hang around for the after party, you can get in on winning this little puppy. And with that, yeah, citizen level and above, come on by at the end. And oh yes, there are messages in your Patreon box already so that you can find the link to join us for the after party. And we'll all chit chat there. So when this cuts off, just go to your inbox and look for that link. And I'll see you back in a few more minutes. Okay, bye everybody. See you next time.